Hey, you, friends, family, and strangers. Welcome to another beautiful day of kicking back, relaxing, having a good time, just living the boozy ass life of vacation. Right here. Today we're going to sit back, we're going to chill, we're going to have a little conversation. We're going to prop our feet up. We're going to go swimming. Shoot, might even go down to the fucking beach. Oh, wait, that's someone else's life who gets to enjoy a hotel room and lodging and the amenities and some vacation time. I'm here because my house is empty, has no water, and what else? Oh yeah, needs to be completely and further emptied within 6 days. If not, whatever's inside that's left, I could lose. I don't want to lose my shit. So, instead of us having fun today, we got work to do, okay? Enough screwing around with you. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Look, I'll try to make our day fun still. I'll try my hardest, all right? You know me. I will try my hardest. Stick around and find out if we don't have a little bit of fun at least. Okay, but we do have some work to do, so. But before that, I'm going down to get me some continental breakfast. I should probably put on pants, though.
You're a loser.
I went down there. They had the shit closed up. It's 9 in the morning. 9 in the morning. Not 10. Not 11. Not 11-teen. 9 in the morning. Bruh, come on. Bruh. 9 in the morning, so everybody has got to be starting their workday by 9 and no longer available for breakfast. We can't throw a couple eggs my way. So, not only was I late, I was instantaneously told if I'm down here looking for breakfast, too effing bad, bro. I was told that as soon as I got into the area. The lady from the front desk was like, "You already missed breakfast," real loud in front of everybody. Embarrassed me. Not really embarrassed me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, lady, you don't know I'm down here. Actually, I did the spin move. I'm like, "Oh yeah? What, did it end at 9 or something?" That's exactly what I asked. She's like, "Yeah, it did. Sorry." And I'm like, "That's okay." And I went for the coffee. I instantly went over and started making me some coffee, right? But that was a lie. I wasn't being honest. If I was being honest, I'd have been like, "Fuck. Man, I could have hit snooze more. Bitch. At least I'll take some fucking coffee. Will you make it for me? You fucking son of a whore." But I didn't. I was a coward and I just went and pretended I was only down there for coffee. Breakfast would have been secondary if I'm not too late. But in real life, you wanna know how I really feel? 9 o'clock cutoff for breakfast is bullshit. Your cutoff for breakfast at a hotel should be like, if it were my hotel, it'd be 11. But if that's like not cool enough, and I'm like, I'm the worst hotel manager ever, then I'd go ahead and make it 10:30 for my staff. You know what? Okay, guys, I hear your cries. We can cut that shit off at 10:30. Okay? But one thing you don't cut off is your tenants' access to their backup breakfast hot pockets, baby. Look, oops. Here we go. Cook time. We need cook time. Cook time. 150. How do we turn it on? How do we go ahead and hit the start button? Where's the start? Press start. I got you. Oh, there, right in the dead center, right in there, baby. Anyways, no breakfast after 9. What the F word? I, at least while I was down there, thought, well, I'll show you the pool. You know how, like, last couple mornings, we've sat poolside and enjoyed our coffee, at least for a nice little pan over pool shot. Plus, I wanted to see if there was a hot tub jacuzzi poolside down there. So 9 o'clock's too late for breakfast, but an hour too early to get access to the pool room. That doesn't open till 10. So I woke up in a weird fucking time vortex, the forbidden hour between 9 and 10. No breakfast, no pool. I'm surprised I was even allowed back in my room at this hour, bro. But at least I got coffee, okay? I don't have to lug my Keurig up here because unlike the motel, they got coffee downstairs, 7/24. You know what else they have? They have the to-go cups and stuff, but they also have real, hardcore, heavy-duty glass coffee mugs downstairs for any mofo to use, just like these. I don't like using those, especially the ones that are downstairs, because you don't know who like touched their ball sack and then like finger banged the mugs or like rifled through them to see if they were all the same or not. You just don't know what you're putting into your fucking mouth. I only like putting strange, unknown things in my mouth when I'm down at Daytona. Never mind, I don't want to talk about that. You ever been trying to do something and once again the phone rings and you're delayed another hour? The time has elapsed, my friends, where I ain't moving shit out of no house into no shitty unit today. The only shit getting moved today is my ass off this chair down to a restaurant, probably, maybe even the store. So while we have a spare 5 minutes, let's kick some shit up and around this place, shall we? We're not driving out to the house today. I know that you really like content where I just move stuff into a van, then put it into a storage unit, and I go like this. Today's video, I'm going to be doing this and putting it here. All right, thanks for watching. I know you really like content like that, but today, I don't think it's going to happen. Your boy ain't got shit to do. Ain't got shit to talk about. I'm just going to cut my hairs probably. I might go get it professionally done. You know what I'm saying? Because your boy got a couple meetings coming up with a couple high-profile mofos, and I just want to. It's not that I need to come off any type of way. It's just that I want to show thankfulness by getting spiffed up a little bit. That's all. So, I mean, we got a blue duck. So what's the point in being productive from here? We already got a blue duck. So what the fuck does it matter? Hello?
Yes, my name is Brian. I'm the benefits specialist, able to assist you on a recorded line with your Medicare options. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. Well, it's all about your Medicare. You have both coverage, Medicare Part A and Part B.
Yes, I'll have enough time to shave today before I head down for a haircut. But I didn't have time to move anything, so... Another trip. Oh, shit, he hung up. Hello?
Yeah, my name is Danny. How are you doing today?
Oh, not good, Jim.
Oh, I am really sorry to hear that. Well, ma'am, the reason of my call is
Yeah.
to giving you information about
I'm sorry
new
too,
low-cost
Jim.
whole life.
Yeah. See, I kind of ran out of time today, and not really sure what I'm gonna do to make my video cool for the day. Might drop my nuts onto the camera lens, though. Kind of spice it up a little bit. Luckily, you banchodes are calling, so that adds a little bit of content to the episode. Oh, shit, he hung up. Hello?
My name is Kevin. I'm calling you from Life Secure Medical Alert. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good, baby cakes. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Thanks for asking. I'm just
Oh,
calling you to
you're
inform you
welcome,
that your
big
number
daddy.
has been qualified for a medical alert device. Do you have a
Oh.
medical alert device for yourself?
No, I do not, unfortunately.
Okay, no problem, ma'am. So, ma'am, today we are running a small promotional offer. So, we are offering a medical alert device to the senior person so that they can get all kinds of medical help on time. Ma'am, can I ask you, how old are you?
I'm 71, sweetheart.
Okay. And ma'am, do you have any kind of medical condition such as arthritis, diabetic, lower back pain, or knee pain, or something like that?
I have pain in my asshole when my husband fucks me in the ass.
Okay, no problem, ma'am.
Okay.
So, ma'am, let me explain you about the device, how it works, a medical alert device. So, it's a device in the form of a wristband. Are you familiar with the medical alert device?
No, I'm not there.
Okay, let me explain you. So it's a device in the form of a wristband. You can wear it around your wrist. It has a cell button, so if there is any kind of emergency happens, like fire in the house, you fall somewhere, you met with an accident.
What if
there's
I
no
get a
problem.
dildo stuck in my ass? Should I hit the life alert button and have the fireman take it out? Oh shit, he hung up! Feels good to actually get some clerical work done here at Total.
Bus. It's stressful as shit because I got a whole nother fucking batch of cookies to eat clear across the state. I'm gonna have to start hiring a personal assistant. I mean, one that actually keeps their clothes on. You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
Hi, my name is Steven. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm just making a thumbnail for a video right now. I'm taking my morning vitamins.
Okay. But I won't take much of your time as well. I'm with the Final Expense Department, and the reason of my call is just to inform you only about a brand new whole life insurance plan, which
Have
is
you ever
recently approved
used
in your
real
state.
dishes at a hotel? It's pretty fancy.
And that is designed to cover 100% of their funeral burial and cremation expense as well. So we are helping the people who are between the age of 50 to 80. How old are you?
What does chocolate milk and Mountain Dew together taste like? Let's find out. Fuck your mother. How old am I, you said, sweetie? By the way, that tastes like kind of like a creamsicle. Not bad, but very weird. Oh shit, he hung up.
Call. This is Albert with Medicare benefits. How are you?
I'm good, Jim. How are you? Nobody hangs up on Gloria. But on Frank, they hang up.
It's time to shave this scruffalufficus. Then, by shave I mean, down to whatever, 2/8 an inch, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. I think 2/8 an inch would be a 1/4 inch, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, guys, after that, I'm gonna go for the first time in about 4 years and get a haircut. That's right, I have not got a haircut in 4 years. No, my hair doesn't grow slowly. What I mean is I've been cutting it myself. You can watch me cut my hair and demonstrate how a true American man shaves and cuts his own motherfucking hair on a video I have about a month ago entitled How to Cut Your Own Hair. So, do that after this. But for now, I'm going to go in there and give the old face a little chop. Then I'm going to go down for the first time in about 4 years and have someone else, hopefully a professional, cut this hair. They're going to do a nice squaring up around the, the back of the neck. They're going to shave it down, give me about an inch on top with a nice professional fade. None of these side wings. It's been a long time since I've had a haircut. It'll be nice because they'll put the stupid little Batman cape around me, and then all the hair gets thrown off of me at the end. And I'm like, get away from me, hair. Ew, I don't want hair on me. It is time, my friends. I have the sink lovingly covered because you do not want hair down into the drain away lines. That would be very rude to do, clogging up the hotel drains. But it is time to get to shaving. To get to what? To get to shaving. All right, time to go get a haircut. Back in the day when I'd get my hairs cutted, I would just bring in a $20 bill. By the way, I used to get my hair cut every month on the 15th like fucking clockwork because I didn't want to forget to do the haircut. So I would do it on that specific day. But I would always bring in a 20 because where I used to go, the price was always $13. And I would say, hey, keep the change. I thought, someone's cutting your hair. It's a very personal thing. You want to show your thankfulness for someone standing there and cutting these gross ass dudes' hair all day. So, hey, $13 bumped up to $20. That felt good, but that was 4 years ago. $20 is not worth $20 anymore. So, I guess I'll bring my wallet and see what the menu has on prices. This is me venturing back out into the world. I feel like I just left prison. High atop the city. Traffic is booming. Do you see that dealership way over there? Right there, that says the giant word North on it. That is where we purchased Clifford, the big red van. Look down here. I was just thinking it was going to be dark, but I didn't realize the lights are on motion sensors. I was hoping for a creepy, dark stairwell shot. Look, somebody arrived here today via bicycle. And the street we were just looking at, our stairs dumped us out right here outside. Nice little smoke break area. If I was still a smoker like back in the day, this would be a very comfortable place to sit, watch traffic, and smoke a cigarette. Much like that gentleman right there is doing at the tire discounters. Here's another cozy break area. Nice little gas fireplace. That probably looks really cool in the summer or in the fall. Nice little conversation area. I was going to use my hotel key to go back inside and show you the pool since it's finally open, but the outside door on the street side over here stays locked 24/7, exit only, key or no key. And it says right on the sign, if you want to get in, go around to the front, baby. So if you went down those stairs trying to get to the lobby, those stairs would dump you outside and you'd be stuck outside. If you didn't have a way to get back in, you could get back in the lobby, but if you didn't feel like taking a cold winter walk around the building, then you'd become a little hangry. Guys, this giant building right here used to be one of the best places on earth, a Best Buy. Then the Honda dealership bought it or rented it and expanded their space. Best Buy went away, but you know what's been here for ever now? The wee old Great Clips. Let's go in and see what's doing. The who's who of the haircutting industry. I haven't got a haircut in forever, as I said, so this will be going back in time for me. That's your before shot right there. Something tells me they can cut my hair a lot better than I can cut my hair. I'm hanging my glasses up right here in the car in the Broccoli Wad rubber band. Don't ever wear your glasses when you're getting a haircut, and then they gotta ask you, do you want to put those over here? Do you want me to try to cut around them? I mean, come on, be nice. I mean, I wouldn't even wear pants if it was legal. That way they don't have any difficulty getting around my pants. Well, how'd it turn out? Do I look presentable? Can I get the job? Looks like there's some definite wings going on still. I'm still winging it. I should have searched for wings when I was in there in the mirror, but oh well, we're winging it, baby. What a beautiful day to go for a walk and cut through the back of all these businesses' backyard to land at Panera Bread for some lunch. Oh crap, they cut us off. They built a wet moat, a flip-flop eater. That wet moat, if you cross it down there, the mud will consume your shoes, just like the mud right here that we're going to step over. Okay, we made it. It's panda time, baby. It's time to get our effing panda on. I hate bears. They're dangerous. They're sketchy. It doesn't bother me to tap them out. But how could you get mad at a cute little panda? How? I bet you can't guess what town we are in. Guys, I was hoping the pandas would give me a discount because I got a slick new haircut, but they didn't give a fuck. Bastards. Let's see if it is possible to enter the hotel from the other side. I think it is. Breakfast of champions. I'm a social man. I don't mind sitting in the restaurant and chatting with you as we have a conversation and eating, if that's what you want to do. However, sometimes when I'm by myself, I like to take my shit back to my room and eat it in my lonesomeness, because you may be surprised, the only real reason what it comes down to is, a reason you may not expect, is because in restaurants overhead, they have speakers that often play really annoying music. Shrimp is the greatest invention man has ever come up with. I wish they did shrimp and chicken there, but I had to settle with shrimp and steak. Unfortunately, no hot tub jacuzzi to be found. The pool looks nice, except for there is a huge visible layer of grime on the bottom. If they were to let loose one of those walking scrubbers at night for a couple nights, that problem would go away. But look over here. Nice little summer all year long setup. Love the plants. I guess you can exit out here if you parked back here. That'd be nice. I don't know if you can get back in that way or not. But this is the pool. I think there is a halfway chance, a 50-50 shot, that I will have the time to come down here after breakfast tomorrow and take a swim. It'll be my first swim in, let's see, 12 days, 4 hotels, no swimming so far. So this will be, if it happens, it'll be the first time for me on this trip. I did notice one of the rules is, where was it? There was a rule up here that said do not swim by yourself. Where was it? I don't know why I couldn't find it, but there it is. Do not swim alone. I don't believe I will be able to comply with this particular rule. I think there's a good chance I will break that rule as soon as tomorrow. My room is the very farthest away from the elevators, and it is the very top floor. I would have only 1 or 2 neighbors that would ever pass my door. So basically, it is very quiet up here and down here where I'm staying. The time has come for me to go to work, leave this beautiful room behind, head to work. I don't have to go to the storage unit before work like has been normal for quite many days now. And I didn't make it out to the house to take care of some more moving and cleaning and whatnot, getting it new owner ready. But all in all, getting up early, doing some stuff around here, doing some personal things with peers, loved ones in my life, stuff like that. Pretty good. And I've scheduled a whole extra spare day for you and I to chill at the house. And that's what's going to happen when we leave this last, I think, so far. You know, I could add a 5th hotel experience, another 3 days. I don't think that's going to happen, but it is possible. This leg of the tour right now is only midway through. We got 2 more nights here, so keep checking in. But anyways, what will most likely happen is after a couple more nights here, it'll be time to head back to the house to do the last bit over the next 3 days from there, the last bit of moving, the last bit of cleaning, and the last bit of saying goodbye to my old house. Forever, permanently gone. The next time I see it will be if I'm passing through the area and I remember to take a certain turn, to go right past it, to drive by slow and take a look and see how they're making it look these days. I do that very rarely. About once every 5 years or so, I will be in the area where I grew up, and I will purposely turn down the appropriate road to go down and see the house I grew up in, my very first home. Technically, it was my second home ever, but it doesn't count because we bought that land and had that house built for the family when I was like 2 years old. So for me, that's my OG original house. And sometimes I drive by the new owners, and all these years haven't done anything to change the way it looks from the outside. So it's really cool to see it in its original glory. And I think there will be 2 homes on the planet now like that. That one and this one that I owned personally for 6 years, and I'll have to say goodbye to, and blah, blah, blah. So that'll be different. That'll be unique. I don't believe I'll miss it. I just believe it'll always be a special place for me. A very stepping stone, a very big learning curve place of my life. It's like, it feels like graduating from college. A lot of fun memories. Not gonna miss you. You'll always be special to me, but whew, I'm glad it's over. Guys, I did something bad. I'm on my way to work. On the way down to my car, I stopped in the hotel lobby and I made to go the most amazing chocolate coffee. Put a pack of cocoa mix in there, poured me a cup of hot coffee, put like 3 creams in there. It was smelling so good, looking so good. All I was trying to do at the end, even put a lid on it and went around several times to make sure that lid was on there solid as a brick shit house, okay? All I was trying to do at the end was put one of those cardboard things around it so it's not too hot. You can hold it without burning your hand. Picked it up by the top to put it into that thing. It went everywhere. Don't know how. I'm not prepared to describe how. I'll let my lawyer handle that. I'd rather my lawyer get into the nitty-gritty, but that's what happened. It went everywhere, and there's a huge like cubby hole of to-go cups and lids, and it just went all into the back, all the way back. Just filled this whole counter space up. So I grabbed some napkins, which they have there, and swiped the front several times and threw like big wads of napkins away. And I even went down on the floor and got some, but it was dripping all down on to-go cups that you can pull out from the side like at a gas station. Went all into the to-go cups on the counter and all the lids. And didn't have time, even if I was going to, get all the way back there and clean all that. So I did the best I could with, and I was going to tell the guy, sorry I made a big mess. That way they can have someone with a proper towel or whatever to clean it up and swap out the bottom lids that got my coffee on them. But as soon as I went over there to talk to him, the phone rang and he picked it up. So I just turned back around and left for work. I didn't even bother trying to get a second cup. 2 reasons. 1, I think I should give up on coffee right now today. And 2, I just don't have enough time. I'm already like 10 minutes late getting out of there. So, and I was willing to risk it and be a few minutes more late for coffee. But for a second cup, after you forgot how to use your hands, after you forgot how life works, no, it was, I had to do the walk of shame about that bitch. Yo, buddy, you ever been down to the Main Street Delicatessen? Breaking news out of Washington, D.C. right now. Dictator Crabtree posting a message on the governmental social page concerning ducks. Everyone has been wondering exactly what's going to happen in terms of searching for more ducks, or is the search for ducks completely off? As you know from just 2 days ago, the big announcement, the final discovery of the blue duck, where we saw the dictator post on the governmental social page, quote, "Finally, Old Blue is home with the family," unquote. We didn't know, quite frankly, if the search for more ducks was going to happen or not. And this message now from Dictator Crabtree will reach you in just one moment here. Kind of doesn't really sum up exactly
the level at which the search will continue, but keep in mind, breaking news at this hour, quote, the search will continue, unquote. Here's the official statement right now, just posted 14 minutes ago on the governmental social page. It says from Dictator Crabtree, quote, Old Blue is home, but the search continues. There is more ducks to be found, of a variety of which we do not have. However, our top priority concerning the search for ducks is over. The mandatory searching has concluded. However, make no mistake about it, at a slower rate, the search will continue, and ducks we do not have in our collection, such as the hamburger duck, will and can be found, unquote. Jim, what do you make exactly of what the dictator is saying here for this developing story? Well, I think it's clear they're going to continue searching for more ducks. One could only imagine, speculate exactly when and how these ducks will be looked for. When they were searching for the blue duck, this was happening an average of every 3 nights, searching and spending the resources, spending the money on trying to dispense out of the toy machine a blue duck. And it finally happened. Dictator Crabtree said many times in press conferences that he didn't even know if the blue duck could be found, but it was worth every new attempt, worth every shot. When it finally happened, there was a big celebration, a big party in Washington, and we brought you that coverage hour by hour just 2 nights ago. Now the question is exactly when, how often. It's been made clear that the search for the hamburger duck and the other ducks that we do not have will not happen nearly as often, nearly as at an important level. Quite frankly, despite much pushback out of Congress, quote, the top priority for searching for ducks is over now that the blue duck has been found, unquote. This is going to cause a lot of problem with the miniature rubber duck activist groups in and around Washington, D.C., who want to push for a total ramp up of the purchasing and the resourcing troops on the ground to try to find these ducks, the ones we do not have, the ones that we do have. Every single one has been placed in a donation under the Trim Beard Jesus there at the laundromat. And as you saw, the ladybug duck, we didn't even know, Washington didn't even know if we had a ladybug duck, but it was donated as a ceasefire promise. There's a bunch of deer out in front of me right now. We are reporting live. These pictures that you're seeing now are live pictures concerning this developing story on this search for ducks. So we don't know exactly now whether what schedule this search will be on, and we did not know up until just a few moments ago whether the search would continue at all. I don't know exactly why Dictator Crabtree decided on this one way or the other. To proceed or not proceed was the question. We waited 2 days to learn what the official decision would be, and apparently it is, quote, the search will continue. Also quoted here in the beginning of the statement posted on the governmental social page, our top priority concerning the search for ducks is over. Our top priority has been met, basically, is what that's saying. So my guess, my best educated guess as a political analyst and someone who's been reporting out of Washington now for over 20 years, we don't know exactly whether the mindset will change. Normally, when Dictator Crabtree puts something in place, he walks away from it, leaving it to cabinet members, party members to carry it out indefinitely. A lot of things have went in place, and I think a very small amount of things have been amended or certainly not redacted. I believe, from the best of my knowledge, that the search for additional ducks will be found. Repeat ducks will continue to be donated. I'm guessing that it will happen now once a week as the laundromat is visited. Of course, troops were sent into the laundromat an average of every 3 days, which is just a little over double the norm. And we found the blue duck, whether they have made it public or not. The public already is aware through the tellings of the military that the blue duck was found in a special op where the laundromat was being visited undercover, unpublicly, privately, every single night for 3 nights, until that third time was a charm on that particular mission, where the blue duck was found, brought home, and there's no equipment on the ground in that area. Everyone has left. However, there is an active military push right now as we speak to send another party in for searching. However, it is a routine search here that's going to be happening on a routine basis, so I'm guessing once a week will be the case. If this changes, we'll tell you as soon as we find out. Sometimes we don't know. No one knew, quite frankly, that a search was going in nightly. And that search nightly would have probably continued until the blue duck was found. For some reason, the emphasis on finding the blue duck changed over time. It went from an idea, a concept, and then it became a needed thing. And then, as you saw just recently, Dictator Crabtree said finding the blue duck is now a top mandatory priority of the United States and all resources of federal, state, and local government. That's a big statement coming out of the White House. That imagine that amount of attention being on finding you, that you would quickly be found. That's exactly what happened. Whether it took 3 days or not, I don't know why quite frankly, I don't know why the government was so secretive about the amount of times being going and looking for this blue duck, and every single time one was found, but not Old Blue until just 2 nights ago. Anyways, as far as we know, it'll happen every week on a routine basis. I'm assuming 50 cents a week, and only 50 cents a week will be spent. And the reason I say that is because that was the original plan going back now 6 or 7 weeks ago. That was the original plan. And of course, the discovery, the notice of this particular duck ramped up the effort quite a bit. Now that has been done, quote, our top priority in finding ducks has been met, unquote. Now that has happened, we can only assume it will go back to the standard business practice. Our next question will be, obviously, you will stop once all known types, varieties of ducks have been found. The rest will probably never be pulled out of the bin once that has happened. Basically, we see it as a resource mandate to have every type of one if we can get them before they're all gone. The last one we know for sure that we don't have is the hamburger duck. There could be more. We just don't know. We'll have to look. Actually, we'll get new reports back from military activity on the ground here in literally about 20 minutes. That will happen, and we'll let you know exactly anything they say, anything they're allowed to say or tasked to say. We will get wind of that. We're not allowed to go in and physically look ourselves. It's a military operation. It's not wise for the media to go in such a high-profile search and situation. That's what we have right now out of Washington, D.C., and we will keep you in the loop on any developments for this story. You're looking at live pictures right now of the search that is continuing, but at a declined, accelerated, and what we assume will be an original standard rate. Keep it right here for more. If anything comes out of this story, we will break in with live coverage.
Hey guys, you know, tonight I really wanted to go to the laundromat. So I did. I appeared at the laundromat, stepped inside, not a creature was stirring. Not a washing machine, not a dryer, nothing. Silence. And there was no cars around except for mine. Nobody was parked there. Nobody was using the laundromat in any way, shape, or form. Except for me having just opened the door. That was the only use within moments of the place, right? So I go in, I look around, and there's nobody in there. Okay. Gotcha. So I went over to the changer and got some quarters. And as I get in my quarters, I look over and I see two giant duffel bags directly in front of the big washing machine that I wanted to use, because I just throw everything in that big one because it's cheaper than divide it up and put it into smaller loads, because it would be, you would pay more. The big one will knock out like 3 of those little ones for just a little over the price of a normal one. So anyway, and even if that wasn't the case, that is the only one I was going to use, because basically if I have to come back later, it's no big deal. And I want to use that one because it's all in one and it's faster. This is my redemption cup of chocolate coffee I got downstairs in the lobby, and I was careful not to. See, here's what happened when I was down there earlier today. Remember me telling you I got coffee everywhere? So I wanted to put it in one of these, and I had a lid on this, and I picked it up by the lid, and then with my other hand had this, just like this, just to try to set it down in there. I can't even pick this dumb thing up. This is how I had it. Whoop. But the lid popped right off, and I made sure that lid was on there, but just doing this made it bow a little bit, and it deactivated the lid quicker than quick, and the cup fell and went everywhere. Anyways, whatever you're saying, I don't know. I go with the big washer, but like I said, right in front of that washer, there's only one giant one in there. Right in front of that washer was 2 giant duffel bags, not like on the floor, but on the bench, which is like, you have to step around this bench and then face the washer. And when you back up away from the washer, you're going to trip over that bench if you don't go around it. Does that make sense? As my quarters are falling out from the $20 bill, dollar bill, y'all, I heard like a cell phone ring noise, like beep, beep, beep. I look over, one of the duffel bags is moving. Remember, no one was doing laundry. And I'm not hating on the person. I'm just saying, here's what happened. Oh, one of those duffel bags was actually a human being curled up. And it's cold out tonight. If you're fucked and you want to curl up in there just to get out of the cold, I don't blame you. I don't blame you a bit. I personally would start walking south or west or southwest because it's warmer. It's like 72 degrees right now out on the west coast. But maybe this person has to stay in Ohio tonight because they have to. Maybe they have a job in the morning. I don't know.
Well, I decided not to do laundry tonight because I would have had to put my ass right in this person's face to load my favorite machine. I was not there for the other ones. If I had no choice, I would have put my ass in their face, causing them to move. Or I'd have just used the smaller ones. But since I can easily go back at a different time or on a different day, I'm not running out of clothes just yet. This was kind of a routine stop. I decided, fuck it. Coming back to my room, my hotel room, and eating this Mexican pizza from T-Bell seemed a lot more enjoyable. But I'll tell you what's not enjoyable is the simple fact that our time together today has concluded. I must wrap it up, pack it away, piss on the fire, break down my tents, and head back to the house. So I thank you so much for spending your precious, unrenewable time with me. It is very flattering. I don't take it lightly. I try anything I can think of to make every shot, every clip, every word spoken interesting or educational or funny or compelling or entertaining on some level or all the above mixed together. And what else? If you want to help me, you can do so by sharing this video or perhaps going back and finding a video that doesn't eat ass for Skittles in the back alley behind Dollar Tree and sharing that video. Instead, share that video or this one with all your dumb buddies because a growing audience helps me more than you realize. Put a pack of hot cocoa in your coffee and blend it in. Game changer, dude. Changer of the game, dude. If you want to contact me directly, well, shit, do it. Send me an email. DougAloeNation@gmail.com. Friends, I must go. As I said, thank you so much for helping me get some stuff done today. Thanks for joining me when I ran out for a haircut and just normal things. And part of my day was blocked out for a social engagement with loved ones, and that was very important, very fulfilling, very good for the soul. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to go out with you and point the camera at something really cool to look at, really cool to learn about, or maybe just really cool to like make fun of or something. I don't know. But as you know, I'm grounded right now because of I'm in the process of moving out of this house. I can't leave town because I need every spare moment I can to move. And the time is ticking. We're about 6 days away from me moving out being a absolute mandatory thing. So when that is all done, we'll be on to all different kind of stuff. We'll be looking at my new house. We'll be doing projects. We'll also be traveling again, just like old times, back on the road as often as we can. We're not just going to be, by the way, this is not an Ohio travel channel. We will actually be going all around, doing a lot more things, coast to coast, country to country, hemisphere to hemisphere. It is all going to happen right here. By the way, this t-shirt is one of, it's not the oldest shirt I own because I know specifically which one that is, but this is probably the second oldest shirt in my possession. I've wore this shirt, this literal same shirt, for literally over 20 years. And it still looks the way it should look. It's barely faded. It's been washed a million times. It has the map of Ohio on it, if you couldn't tell. And for some reason, I'm not too fat for it yet. Like some of my shirts I have fatted completely out of at this point. So, anyways, I told you all that so you would hopefully keep checking back. Because other cool stuff's coming. But thanks for allowing me to try to make at least this one entertaining as well. Speaking of checking back, I will be back again 7 days a week, as always, every single new morning, come rain, shine, or hellfire. Back here with you again for another episode of something random or something episodic. You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates with no lid, because you can't look up under the lid to read exactly what you're about to get, so you just pick one. This experience on the Doug-a-Low Nation is like that, right? Anyways, like I said, I'll be back with you again right here tomorrow morning as usual. But in the meantime, be good to yourself and to others, and most of all, don't be a fucking douche.